Hey guys, it's Gabe from the Disciples here, and today we have the second part of our DUNE read-through video. First part, we went through the Rescue Ace cards, and now we're going to go over some of the archetypes that got support and the new archetypes. So we have Infernoble, Chimera / Illusionist, Synchron, and the new TCG archetype, Sistina. Is that how you pronounce it? Maybe.
Tistina, I think. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's kind of get straight into it. We have the same people from the first one plus Alex, because he woke up.
Okay,
And
so
yeah,
much paid. It's not fair.
you kinda deserve it. So yeah, how familiar are you guys? How have you read any of those cards before for this one?
Nah.
I did read the Infernoble cards like 6 months ago, and I remember I was quite impressed with them, but yeah, I don't remember them to be
I
honest.
think we were together when Infernoble cards came out.
Yeah,
And I remember reading the cards and having the same impression, like, whoa, these cards are broken.
yeah.
There's a card that looks like the motorbike, the dual motorbike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like
Cool.
We're gonna get there. So let's go through the Infernoble ones first. So Infernoble Knight Richardito. I saw the DB grinder trying to say this card name the other day and having a stroke doing it.
oh
Oh
no.
man.
What a man.
But yeah, you can manage this card from your hand or graveyard, special summon a level 4 or lower fire warrior from your hand as a tuner. So, freebie. And if this card is normal or special, you can target a level 4 or lower fire warrior, special summon it. But then it locks you into warriors. So a lot of this new Infernoble support locks you into doing only warriors for the end board, which I guess is good because you can stop the bullshit that happened with the deck before.
Mm-hmm.
That's an effect for sure. Like if you can just spam this out, summon another guy out for free.
Yeah.
And it's also like the bonus text.
Yeah, like has a grave effect. That's good. There is the Infernoble guy Ogier that when you normal summon Ogier, you just dump. You could like dump this and then use this to summon a guy from hand. So you can unclog like multiple normal summon hands as well.
I keep forgetting these guys are Noble Knights. I don't know why, because I always associate Noble Knight monsters to like being super terrible. But Infernoble Knight, different deck.
I mean, it's kind of the darling of Konami at the moment, right? Like, it's getting support every year or so.
Yeah. Also, all of those cards are super searchable because they play. You have 3 Durandal and you have 3 Heritage of the Chalice.
Yeah.
And Rota. So like every Infernoble card, like you kind of play like infinite copies of it.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's decent. But my only issue again is warrior locking because I don't think there's enough good end board warrior cards, right? You have to play like just a bunch of the Infernoble cards, and do they give them enough as an end board?
you
Let's
can
read the rest of them.
You can make Barons still because Barons are warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bottom text, did not know that.
So that also helps a bit. This other one's very good. This one I've actually read. So it's Turpin. While it's an equip card, the equip card, you can treat the guy as a tuner basically. Yeah. If you control a monster equipped with equip card, you can summon this guy from your hand or graveyard, but then it banishes and leaves the field.
That's good. That's
And
pretty
then
good, actually.
You have the same effect of the other Infernobles. You just got to like equip it. So from the grave, you can make anyone become a tuner. If you have anything equipped, you can summon this guy as an extender from hand or grave.
I mean, it's good that it's an extender, so it makes Ogier 1-card combo.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, 1.5 card combo, I guess.
Almost, yeah. But it's like you gave 2 very good Ogier dumps. Because Ogier before kind of had to dump fake cards. Now you can dump this guy to an extender, this guy that summons a guy from.
Yeah. I remember I was happy with the next 2 cards that came up as well, I think.
Yeah, the field spell is very good.
Yeah.
So this one's Infernoble Arms on Mace as another equip spell. You can equip to anything, which is kind of cool.
That's quite cool.
Same with Durandal, you can equip to opponent's monster. I guess this one, the effect is that you can equip an Infernoble Arms to a monster you control. It doesn't work exactly like Durandal.
It has to be once you control. Oh. But you can equip it to like their monster, then equip it to your monster, I guess.
If there's you can pop their Spirit Reaper.
Whoa.
So basically, you can trade this for any of the Infernoble equip spells.
Yep.
And if this card sends to the graveyard because the equipped monster is sent to the graveyard, you can target a fire warrior monster that's banished on your grave and add it to your hand.
Yeah.
So it doubles.
Pretty good.
Yeah. You can only use one of the effects per turn. but it kind of doubles up as Warrior returning alive or searching anything.
Yeah. Because like, surely it is better than all the other quick spells because if it can search all of them, then
Yeah.
It's,
that's the way
it's
that's why I read it.
the only thing that like a little bit of downside for me is it's it says Infernoble. You can equip an Infernoble arms instead of just the noble arms because
Oh.
it means you can't get is it Alpha Dilated, the one that pops the set card.
Yeah, I think
So it gives it a little bit less versatility, but it's still more copies of Durendal, and Durendal's like the best card in the deck, really.
We've
Well,
got a
well,
warrior expert.
Actually, I really loved the Infernoble deck when it first came out. I thought that was like, a lot of fun. And then I remember spending an Iron Man playing that deck, and it was cursed. So
That's
never
one of
again.
the Disciples Gold stories. We were playing. This is completely derailing. It's podcast almost. But we played the finals of it was a luxury team league, and it was me, Herman, and Tristan. And we had to get Alex to play Infernoble, but he didn't actually know how to play Infernoble. None of us did. We just realized Infernoble was good.
No. So I knew like 2 combos. I hadn't touched it for like a month at this point. I remember 2 combos, and then there was a Quandlack Star extra deck, and it went crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
those are the
and-
days. Not only Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
I miss it. But now I want to play Infernoble again, so let's see if the cards are good.
Yeah. Okay, this card is very good. Noble Arms Museum. Fire Warrior monsters you control gain 500. Freebie.
Cute.
Pay 1,200. Kind of high number, but it's fine. Add a Noble Arms, not Infernoble Arms, any Noble Arms from your deck to your hand, except the museum.
Does that it adds a trap, right? I think.
Is that a trap?
Well, no, I think it adds one of the older ones. Let me have a look. But yeah, keep talking.
But yeah, so basically it's another copy of Durandal, but you can also use it to search Joyuses, which is the one that sounds from Grave, or you can search Almace. You can also search the other one, so you can search the pop one. And other than that, it has another effect. If you use this effect this turn, you can target a Noble Knight card in your spawn trap zone and special summon it. If you don't control Infernoble Knight Charles, at activation, you can special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Waters.
Pretty good, actually.
Very good.
That's really good.
So I'm gonna jump the gun a bit on the ordering because there is a new guy, which is a link 1 that you make using Charles, and you summon it and you equip Charles, and then you can use the field spell to summon the equipped Charles, which is level 9 synchro.
But it'll still lock you because the Charles isn't on field at activation, right?
No, it's on resolution, I think.
No, also I think
Activation.
the link counts as Charles as well.
No.
Does it not?
Wait.
Oh, I was reading it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm lying.
No. Okay, no. I'm.
Oh no, it
Well,
becomes that monster's original name.
Oh, okay.
You can. But
Sure.
The knowledge coming through.
There. There's one more trap with the epic poem of Charles. I really like the Infernoble card art. I think they actually do.
Yeah, I love it.
That looks sick. Reveal Noble Arms equip spell in your hand, and if you do, special summon an Infernoble Knight from your hand or deck, then equip it with the revealed card or send the revealed card from to the graveyard. I guess okay-ish. I don't know if any of the Infernoble guys are interrupts to summon.
Only Emperor Charles is like an interrupt, really. I think off the top of my head, I don't think any of the other ones, like the main deck ones, are interrupts.
Yeah, you can banish this card from a graveyard and target a Charles. Equip with a Noble Knight from your hand or deck as equip spell and gains 500 attack. This card looks kind of mid.
Right, pretty mid. It's a trap card at the end of the day. Like a trap card you're doing stuff with has to be good, in my opinion. Like, just like off the topic of that, the old trap card is that's a Noble Arms card. So the field spell can add that, and that's X-Rate cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of Noble Arms equips you control, and then you just add one of the cards. So if you play any hand traps in your deck, you can usually probably reveal like 3 to 4 cards.
Doesn't that one have a grave effect as well?
Yeah, it's banish. Where is it? Banish it. Banish turn from your graveyard. It says accept a turn it was sent to the graveyard. Special summon from your deck 1 Noble Knight monster with a different names from cards you control or engrave.
Oh,
So I guess it's just an extender as well.
it's kind of cool. I remember the old Noble Knight deck used to play that to send with Boars.
Yes, I remember that. But yeah, it's just another cool interaction off the field spell, I guess.
Kind of cool.
Um,
This card is actually not new. I just put it here because this card searches it. So this
Oh.
is the new level 5 Synchro, which is very good. Angelica, Princess of Noble Arms. When this card is special summon, you can add 1 Horned Elephant. This card. Or 1 card that mentions Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles from your deck to your hand. So the cool thing is the field spell names Charles. So you can use this to search a field spell. So you have a consistent way to get to it if you don't draw it.
That's cool.
And quick effect, you can send a Fire Warrior monster from your deck to your grave, and if you do, banish this card. Then you can special summon a Roland monster from your deck or extra deck.
yeah,
So-
so it dumps one of the new extenders, right? Or it dumps one of the old cards, maybe if you want to add it back with Renaud. And then you just summon... there's 2 Roland Net monsters now, because there's the original one, which is the attach.
Is the level 9 one Roland?
No, that's a Charles. Roland, there's level 5 tuner. It's like the one that
Oh,
Infernoble
yeah.
summoned. And they made a new
That's
one, which I
awesome.
don't know if it's good. But this card is like definitely good because it basically the same as just making the old Roland, but you get a search and you get a dump, and then you tag out into Roland. And Roland at the end phase, like a Scarm, it searches for a Fire Warrior.
Mhm.
So this card is very cool. Also generic, so kind of couple like combo things in the future. Generic 5 synchros are always dangerous.
Really well. I do remember when I originally read these, I was very impressed with it. I just never actually looked into what the combo line would be. But there's a lot of promise, especially if someone's got the time to look into this deck and actually make it work now.
Pac made a deck profile on it. There's probably gonna be a couple more people taking a look.
Mhm.
So honestly, probably worth checking out if you're interested.
Mm.
And then Charlemagne. I really like the card design on this one. So it's a Link 1 that you make using 1 level 9 Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles equipped with something. It's kind of like a Link 1 that's like a level up. Because a lot of our Link 1s are like combo starters. This is like an end board piece.
It's so specific. It has to be equipped with an equipped card as well. But
It's
it's not
like
like it's hard to do, but it's just like...
it's like a cool retrain. It's like it's an
Yeah.
interesting way of using the Link mechanic. That's the way I found it.
I like it. Yeah.
So this card's Link Summon. You can target a Charles. This card's name becomes that card name, and this card's effect becomes that card effect, and then you equip it. So that's a synergy. Like you can make that, equip the Charles, and then use the field spell to summon the equipped Charles.
It's pretty cool.
And then it has that, and once per turn, when a spell trap card is activated, you can send an equipped spell from your hand or face-up field and negate and destroy. It was a nominee.
That's really good because the other guy is like a monster negate. So now you've
It's
got.
it's a pop, I think, Charles.
Yeah.
No,
Charles-
not pop. Did they not play the
Gifrid. Yeah.
Gifrid?
Oh yeah, get it for the negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gifrid Sneak 8. Charlemagne, Spell Trap Negate. You got a pop. Well, again, as I said like earlier, it's like if you've got other cards you can put on your board, I think like there's a lot of cool utility cards.
Yeah. Also, this is not once per turn, so you can make 2 of it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I think some of the combos end on to Charlemagne.
Oh, I don't know. That's pretty sick as well, actually.
Is there a way to remove it and then summon it back in the opponent's turn? Is there like a card in Infernoble that does that?
Don't
Not off the top of my
know.
head, but that sounds above my pay grade. The only issue as well is it's not an Infernoble card or even a Noble Knight.
No, but it gains the name though.
I know it does when it's I
I got it.
But yeah, if it leaves the field, it's not a Noble Knight monster.
I think you might be able to summon it back with Durandal Grave Effect or something like that. One of them summons a Fire Warrior from Grave. But then I don't know if you wouldn't have the Charles effect anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Infernoble. I think it was pretty interesting. Oh, the card that I wanted to mention is Horn of Oliphant because I thought this was a new card. It's not. But this can search this, and you can banish an equipped spell in your grave, and then pop a card on the field. So it means that it's like an interrupt you can search with the princess that plays around ruler.
Yeah,
So
it's not bad actually.
I don't know if you actually play it, but I just like what the
No.
fuck is Horn of Oliphant? So I had to search for it.
Like I'm a big fan of decks that don't it's not all just like on-field monster negates now. I like something that's got a bit of everything, so
Mhm.
that's quite cool utility-wise.
Yeah, you need layers for sure. And
Mm.
then so that's it for nobles. We have the new Illusionist / Chimera / Baphomet / is a retrain of the old Chimera Gazelle and Baphomet fusion.
Okay.
So this is a new monster type called Illusionist.
Oh, it's so cool. I'm signing up.
The cards are actually okay. There's simple synergies with Daspia, so we have that and a replay to go over. I haven't actually read those though, so let's go with it together. Its card battles a monster. Neither monster can be destroyed with a battle. Okay.
Cool.
You can only use one of the following effects once per turn. You can discard this card, add a monster that mentions Chimera fusion from your deck to your hand, except this guy.
That's good. If the Chimera
Yeah.
fusion good.
When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control while you control Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast. Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast, by the way, is the old fusion.
The
It's the old one that Yugi summons.
OG.
The OG one, yeah. You can banish this card from your field or graveyard, negate that effect, and if you do, destroy the card. Okay. I mean, it searches a card that mentions Chimera Fusion by just discarding. Those cards are usually good.
Mhm.
And it has a grave effect if you have the thing. Sounds good.
I guess we probably got to see the other ones.
Okay. Baphomet, the Great Wings. This card's level 5. I always thought Baphomet was level 4 when I grew up. I was so disappointed to learn it's level 5. It just looks level 4 because it has level 4 stats.
So I just think of DDD Baphomet instead.
Zoomers.
Actual Zoomer. But
Yeah. If this card's not more special summoned, you can add a level 4 Beast Monster and or Chimera Fusion. Oh, it's like any level 4 Beast Monster.
Mm.
That's kind of cool. And or Chimera Fusion from your deck. Wait, and?
and
Yeah.
or.
So it's not just both.
Yeah.
Mm.
Easy +2.
Okay. You can special summon monsters from the rest of the turn except fusion monsters.
There it is.
If this, oh, that's good.
There it is.
Oof. It was too good to be true. I was like, damn, I'm gonna search Rescue Cat. No. Its card sent to the grave as material for fusion summon. You can target an illusionist monster and special summon it. That's good. I think there's an easy way to summon it. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
Then Gazelle. Its card's normal or special. You can add a level 5 Fiend monster, which is this guy. Or 1 Chimera Fusion from your deck to your hand. Its card sent to the grave as material for fusion summon. You can add any illusionist from your deck to your hand.
Wait, but you can add any level 5 fiend monster. I don't know if there's any other good level 5 fiend monsters, but
Neither do I.
not too bad. There ever is.
And you can only use this effect of Gazelle, the king of mythical claws once per turn. Mirror Swordsman, another illusionist. If this battles a monster, neither monster can be destroyed by that battle. They both have this effect, right?
I don't get these effects. Maybe are these like anime effects? I don't know.
I don't know how this card is. It kind of reminds me of Reflect Bouncer, you know, like the OG.
The OG.
You can only use the effects once per turn. Quick effect: contribute this card. Special summon 1 monster that mentions Chimera Fusion from your deck, except Mirror Swordsman. Oh, so that's it. You
Yeah,
can
that's how
normal.
you get out before that.
You can normal this, tribute summon Baphomet. Baphomet search the Chimera Fusion and a level 4 beast. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field while you control OG Chimera, quick effect: banish this card, negate that effect. Okay, this card's very good, right? Because like it just summons their starter and it sets up a negate for after.
Rika Princess. The gates and grave. Shout out.
Has Rika Princess energy, yeah. And then Chimera Fusion. So guys, a lot of how good this deck is really relies on how good this card is.
Yes. It's a quick play.
It's already a good start. Oh, during the main phase.
Ah.
I think
Scammed.
they got traumatized of like the El Shadow fusion thing of like attack, El Shadow, fuse, attack. Because they keep making quick play fusion spells that can only activate during the main phase.
Or like put restrictions on it, like branded in red.
Yeah. They really don't want people attacking for game. They're like, nah, we don't do that here.
I mean, I'm fine with not dying personally. But...
I mean, yeah, but like out of all the bullshit Yu-Gi-Oh does, I don't think that is where we should draw the line. You can fusion summon one guy using monster from your hand or field as fusion material, including a beast or fiend. So it's kind of generic. Like,
It's from your hand and field.
oh, yeah, that's polymerization.
it's next. Keep going. We keep reading. There must be bonus text.
During their main phase, if this card is in your graveyard and you have Chimera the mythical flying beast in your field or graveyard, you can use one of those effects. Add this to your hand, or banish this card and summon Gazelle and Berfomat. Wait, but this is
That's
like
pretty good.
no, but this
No,
is Gazelle and Berfomat. Like
Yeah, those are the original ones, like the normal monster and the level 5 that should be a level 4 because it's so bad.
Oh, you're right. You're
Right.
right.
This is like the OG ones.
I personally, I'm not very impressed with these cards.
We got to
I
read
might
these
need
now.
to get Yu-Gi-Oh card gameplay. Them.
Yeah,
Really
we have
do
some
this?
stuff. We still have stuff. I guess if you can banish it, you can just add it back, and it's not once per turn, right? To activate, so you can fuse, add it back, fuse again. So there's some value in
Sure.
that. Let's go to the fusion monsters. So Chimera the flying mythical beast plus 1 illusionist monster. So that's a new Chimera. Oh, this card name becomes old Chimera.
Who saw that coming?
No one saw. I thought I'd have some of the vanilla one.
And this piece is a Phantom Beast card.
The fuck is a Phantom Beast?
All I know, this is from the childhood I never had, and
GX?
Wait, this is-
I thought Phantom Beast was GX.
yeah,
I don't think so. Is it a crossover episode?
No, I'm gonna have to Google it so I don't look stupid.
This is 31, by the way. It doesn't look as big, but it's kind of big.
kind of big.
3128
It's not quite Guardian Chimera though.
is a kind of Guardian Chimera. I think the deck actually does play Guardian Chimera. This card can make attacks on monsters each battle phase up to the number of fusion materials used for its summon. So if you just use 2, it attacks twice on monsters.
You can
If
use
there's
1 plus illusionist, so you could, in theory, make like a huge.
Yeah. If this
Oh, wait,
card,
the rest of it's pretty good.
yeah, if this card battles a monster, neither monster can be destroyed by that battle. If this card battles an opponent's monster at the end of the damage step, you can make that monster 0. Oh, so it's kind of like Luna Light,
A good one.
the fusion thing.
Yeah.
Like you attack and then like you blank and then you keep attacking each other.
Seems okay.
Okay, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
right going second.
The only
Bonus and
no.
thing,
Okay, so some bonus lore. Chimera and Gazelle are also Phantom Beast cards because they have the kanji in their name. Yeah.
Thanks, Marcus. Did we figure out what being a Phantom Beast means? Is there like an advantage of being a Phantom Beast card?
No,
it's
because
just
they
like,
tried to
the mythical
retrain them,
beast.
didn't
Like
they?
you know when you see the mythical beast, it's like Phantom Beast. Not really.
Oh, okay. That's bullshit. Anyways,
Like a Phantom
okay.
Beast. Okay, keep going.
I guess a cool thing, like if you make this guy and you have the negating grave, you can also use this as protection to try to go for game. Because you can't,
Yeah, true.
if it gets targeted, this one protects it. And if the opponent uses a monster effect, you can negate with this one.
Sure.
Okay.
Like
Maybe, I don't know.
maybe
I
you
don't
have
know,
to be able to attack into a guy like 3 times, and you've also got to make the guy like the OG guy first as well to use it, right?
No, this is treated as the OG guy.
No, but it needs the OG guy to make it, right?
No. Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast is the.
Oh, it's that one.
Wait. Oh
No,
no.
it's the OG guy. It is
That's
the
the OG
right?
guy. Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no, but there's an actual Chimera retrain. Now I get that.
and that's why the fusion is not once per turn. It all makes
You
sense
make that,
now.
and then you add it back, and then you fuse it again.
And it's
all
also
coming.
a Phantom Beast card. I'm insane.
It's all coming together. 1 beast plus 1 fiend, generic-ish. Super poly target at some point.
Joska.
If you one format that the beast plus a fiend is the super poly target of choice.
Chimera and Masquerade.
Stop it.
Drago Sapilia, never heard of it.
Don't need it. Don't need it.
Okay, becomes Chimera, was in the field or grave. Was still treated as a Phantom Beast card.
Yeah.
You can only use one of the effect, each of the effects once per turn. If this card is fusion summon, activate the effect during the end phase, and one random card from opponent's hand to the graveyard.
I'm scared.
That's 11 year. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target a beast, fiend, or illusionist from your graveyard, and special summon it. Not bad. I mean, it's better than making the old Chimera guy. At least
You're
this is
not-
a hand loop.
You're not wrong, but
It's okay.
it's
I mean,
okay.
It's a hand loop. Like, Live is strong. This is basically Live if you think about it. Like, this card is better than I gave it credit.
But I think Levy's strong because of the cards associated with it as well.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're making this to try to play, at least it has a bonus effect.
I guess true say. Oh,
Cards
card
are
art,
fun.
no.
This card is actually not it's not meant to be in this video. It meant to be in the next one.
Oh.
I guess it kind of counts as a Chimera card because Chimera plays this. It's a monster
Okay.
special summon from the extra deck plus one monster in the hand.
Unique.
So it's like a poly thing. You can target a polymerization spell or fusion spell in your grave, place it in the bottom of your deck, and draw one. When another card or effect is activated, you can manage a polymerization or a fusion spell, target a card on the field, and destroy it. So it's not on the gate, but it's like a pop, and you get to like recycle your fusion spells.
It's not that bad actually.
I quite like it.
It's not bad. I quite like that card.
I imagine the decks that play poly might end up playing this card.
Yeah.
Like King of the Swamp, maybe Tier, Could Have Cots, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't hate that card actually.
now we're stealing content. Because we're not competent enough to what Chimera cards do. We're going to go on YouTube people that actually have. So this is Thunder Theory's YouTube channel. Please subscribe to him. The link's in the description. Thanks for not authorizing, but I'm sure you will. Our content stealing. This is one of the Daspia lists playing the Chimera cards.
It's
So,
got a lot of
I mean-
non-engine.
A
So
lot of non-engine.
if
Random
it
fusion's a
works,
good card.
fair enough. Like it has a lot of non-engine, so that's kind
Yeah.
of cool.
And I assume the deck works well with Brownful because just fusion deck. It doesn't matter if you're locked into fusions. You're going to play Brownful anyway. And we have combos. So time to steal and let him do it. So this is of just Mirror Swordsman, which is the one we saw. That special summons this guy, and then this guy searches for the fusion and for the Chimera. The Gazelle.
Crazy. It's a +2.
Yeah, so and then these two make the card Alex doesn't like.
Hey, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I need to see the associated cards.
So that gets summoned back by
Wait, it's
the
not
bird
once per turn. Oh, maybe. Wait, how did it
No,
say?
so the bird format, right? When the bird format's used as fusion material, you can target
Someone's
summon
one back.
illusion into the grave.
Oh, but how did he search from hand? Does the other guy search from hand as well? Ah, okay,
This
I
one,
see.
yeah. So this one, when it's used as fusion material, it
Searches.
searches.
Okay, cool. You can resume.
So he summons Mirror Swordsman and searches Quator. Quator is the one that discards and searches one. And then you can use Chimera Fusion to just add back to hand because we have Gazelle.
Definitely
You
won't
hand
use
loop
it for
them,
that
and then I
card.
assume this is just a big Guardian Chimera.
Oh, this is a quick effect. Okay, so you hand loop them for one.
Oh, broken.
And then during your opponent's turn, you can use Mirror Swordsman to float into another bird format and search 2 again.
Wait, I'm so confused. He banished it. Why did he banish the monster?
Maybe the guy's just when it's
Isn't that the
someone's
negate?
like, it gets punished.
Yeah, Mirror Swordsman in grave, while you control Chimera, the mythical flying beast, is a negate.
Okay, so he just like doing like in case they like do a hand trap. Why?
I mean, also, I think the idea is like you pass on. So you pass on this out of one card.
Okay.
During your opponent's turn, Chimera Fusion can summon Guardian Chimera.
Cool. Cool.
The Illusionist guy can tribute itself, summon another bird format. This bird format adds 2. The Illusionist in grave is a monster negate because you control Chimera, the mythical flying beast.
Mm.
And then after that, you use this to make Chimera, and you pop and draw.
Then you get to
But
plus right back. Okay, that's
it actually does a
cool.
lot out of one card.
It does a lot out of one card. I
Uh,
after watching,
You know
I'm not as much as a hater as I was 2 minutes ago.
yeah.
what? Title is right. It is underrated.
We also have a Brownfoot combo. So
It's underrated.
Albas and this for Rindbrum. Oh, because it's a beast. So you can make Rindbrum.
Oh,
That's
that's
cool.
cute.
And then the guy that dumped, because it was used as fusion material, searches for Mirror Swordsman. And then you can just go Mirror Swordsman effect. Tribute, summon Berthamat.
Cool combo.
And then
And
your
then do the
Rindrum's
same
already
thing.
there.
And then the Rindbrum is just an interrupt. That's cool, you know? Like, cards are better than I gave you credit. So yeah, I have more stuff to go through, so I'm just gonna keep going so we don't overextend. But pretty cool on those cards. I think actually have some potential. Please check the full video for the explanations and for the reasoning of someone that knows more about this than we. The link is in the description. And yeah, then the third one, I have 2 more archetypes to go through, is Synchrons. Synchron got a lot of support. They run the covered archetypes of Duelist Nexus. And the first card that I assume a bunch of people have read, I know everyone in this call read this one, is Revolution Synchron. Marcus, you want to take over this one?
If you would synchro summon a power tool synchro monster or a level 7 or level 8 dragon synchro monster, you could use this from your hand as a material. So they might not even see it coming. You got a level 4 on board. Back. Ancient Fairy Dragon.
Black Rose.
Black Rose. Because I know Gabriel loves his Ancient Fairy Dragon combos.
100%.
And then its graveyard effect I think is really, really amazing. It's probably the effect that makes it. You can just send the top card of your deck, special summon it if you control a level 7 or higher synchro monster. So now a lot of decks right now have been making synchro monsters. So it works well as like a plus from the grave. Yeah, it comes up as level 1.
It's
So
kind of
really
glow
cool.
bulb like.
Mm.
Also, every synchro monster, because you got 3 copies of it, and you got to play tuning, which is basically a free search, and you can also play ready, set, go, which is like another kind of tuning that just starts as synchron. There's like multiple ways to access this card, and it is very, very good. Like it's a kind of glow bulb that you don't have to normal summon. And it's a level 3, so level 3 plus 7 works well for Baron, and like you can bring it back and make something else. It's also very good in the Synchron deck because it's a very good target for Junk Speeder and it helps you get your Junk Speeder, which is something we're going to showcase in a bit. There's a couple more Synchron cards. Kind of going to go over them quickly because they're not that relevant. Wheel Synchron, by the way, sick art.
Does look cool, innit?
Bike guy. So it's a level 5 Synchron guy. If you use a Synchron material, you can treat it as a non-tuner. This is relevant because when Junk Speeder summons it, you can use it as a non-tuner. The Junk Speeder only summons tuners. And then once for turn of the main phase, you can normal summon level 4 or lower, and you are locked into synchros. You can banish this card, target a synchro monster, reduce its level up to 4 to modulate. So yeah, kind of cool. Stardust Worm is an OCG import. If it's in your hand or grave and you have a level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro, you can special summon it. So this card you can dump with Stardust Synchron, which is on summon it dumps a Stardust card. Sorry, on summon it searches a card, and the card it searches dumps a Stardust card. So this is kind of good. You can also tribute this to summon up to 2 level 1 light dragon monsters from your hand or grave, which I think is relevant for the Majestic cards. And then they can't use their effects.
I do remember reading this one, and I was like, that card's not actually that bad. It seems decent.
It's alright. I don't think it matters that much. And there's this one new guy, which is the Crimson Dragon, which is a cover card, which I thought was actually bad, but it's not. So this is a level 12. It's a level 12 synchro, which is generic. If this card is special summon, you can search, add a spell and trap that mentions the Crimson Dragon from your deck to your hand, which are the 3 next ones we're going to go over. Quick effect: you can target 1 level 7 or higher synchro monster on the field except Crimson Dragon. You return this guy to the extra deck, and you summon a Dragon Synchro monster with the same level as the targeted monster. So you can target a Baron, put this back, summon a Dissipator, a common thing that people do is that they will summon this and Despia Luluwave, and then you target Luluwave. You put this back, and you summon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Calamity on your opponent's turn, and you turn skip. Yeah, this card is just good.
Okay.
I know it's not relevant to the card text. This is the card from 5Ds, right? This is like the God card equivalent of 5Ds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. 5D stands are eating good this set.
I thought, they would maybe get, it's pretty sick.
Eventually, the prize card will be playable.
Oh yeah, because there's a prize card. To Dueling Dragon. Why is it a Link monster? Like the card makes no sense to be a Link monster.
Oh, no.
Anyways, then there's 3 cards that guy searches. One is Synchro Overtop. This one's kind of bad. Targeting number of level 7 or 8 Dragon Synchro monsters. So the Signer Dragons, except Tower 2. Tower 2 can get fucked. This is a machine. Special summon in defense, their level becomes 1, and then you can special summon except Synchro. When Synchro monsters destroyed by battle, you can banish this from the grave and summon a Crimson Dragon from the extra deck. So, yeah. This is the main one that I've seen search. It's called Synchro Road, the field spell. When a guy, every time the Synchro summon happens, you gain 2 counters on this card. You can remove 4 to modulate, 7 to summon a tuner, 10 to summon a Synchro monster. And if this card is destroyed, you can summon Crimson Dragon from the extra deck. Which I guess, if people don't read it, they're like, let's Ghost Ogre this. And this one's so bad I don't want to talk about.
Really?
Sure. It's a scrap iron, so it's one of those that, like, you use it and it sets back. And it's like a Call of the Haunted for 7 or 8 Dragon Synchro monster.
That sounds awful. I can't believe you read it. Okay.
It's crazy, right? It is absolutely crazy that I read it.
What's this Flawless Genesis? I think did you read this card?
Which card?
No, this card. I saw ad. I haven't read it, but
Yeah. So if you have a tuner in your field or grave, you can add a Synchro Spell and Trap from your deck to your hand. So the Synchro Spell and Traps, there is Synchron Overtake, which special summons a Synchron from the deck. A Synchron that's listed. It's kind of like a fusion deployment for Synchro monster.
okay.
And there is Synchron Junction, which tributes a tuner and summons another tuner from the deck.
Okay. Was it not? What's the new Synchron? I thought there was like a new Synchron trap that came out maybe 2 sets ago, or am I thinking the Synchron decks we're playing?
That card is age old. It's like Gravity Collapse. What are you thinking?
I think so.
Yeah, the Gravity Collapse is no trap. That when an opponent summons a monster, if you control a Synchro, you contribute that Synchro, negate the summon, and then your opponent can summon for the rest of the turn. But it doesn't have Synchro.
Okay, I'll try and find.
That's the Miracle Synchro Fusion, right? But you're locked into Synchros a lot of the time, right?
Yeah, I guess. In theory, you can. I haven't been through the list. I know OCG doesn't play this card. This deck is actually playable. This deck has some tops. It topped French Nationals this year. It won a couple OTS championships. It has regional tops here and then, like Synchron, Adventure Synchron. And it pops off. So we have one replay, again, still in content, of what Rite of a Remissir plus Revolution Synchron does. And it is
Such a,
wild. So, because it plays through like every hand trap. So you go right, you get Faithful, you normal summon Rav, you add Draco back, you use this to get your Griffin, or Illegal Knight, I guess, whatever one you want to use. And then you make a Baron. And then because now you have level 7 or higher Synchron, this guy can come back.
Oh, it's level 1.
At level 1. You see where we're going?
Yeah.
So you made a negate and you summon Junk Speeder. Now this Junk Speeder... What?
Oh, just resolving Drug Speeder, like having a negate to resolve Drug Speeder is just insane. Like,
yeah, and Junk Speeder... So now Junk Speeder summons a South Synchron, which came out recently. Another level 3 from this guy, Jet Synchron that has a grave effect, and Stardust Synchron that searches against summon. And then here, things start happening. You make this. This summons from deck because you have this unfilled. you make a Hyper Librarian, this tributes, summons, synchros, this draws twice, this triggers,
look at
this
things
triggers to
as well.
summon back, this triggers to summon back.
What?
You draw 2, and then now like bullshit starts happening. You randomly make a Dissipator, you draw another card, this summons back. You make this gains counters, you draw another card, this summons a token.
Enchantress E-Telly just leveled up.
Oh yeah, you make the Visas guy. The Visas guy, so they're just a counter trap.
Yeah.
This Dissipator, summon a guy back. This tribute.
What the?
This is cracked.
You can make
But-
this.
It's one of those FTK decks, though.
Yeah. And then during your opponent's turn, you can like Crimson Dragon target one of the level 10s and summon another level 10, or you can target level 8 and another level 8. You could have made Daspia Lulwave and summon Hot Rod Calamity as well with all those draws. It's a very much like FTK-ish deck.
I remember the Synchron deck that people were playing like this format. We're trying to hand loot. Maybe
Yeah,
might.
you can make that. I think once you get to that stage of resolving Junk Speeder, you can do what you want.
Yeah, there's so much you can do. Like
Like you have like infinite materials. You can just
yeah,
you can-
literally.
I've seen a list of hand loops for 5 because they make like Omega Dispatter and they make Trishula and they make Gothams. And they summon a guy Gothams back and they Gothams again. You can do whatever. This is kind of just showcasing what Junk Speeder does and why Revolution Synchron works in that deck. Revolution Synchron also has utility in other things. So I think we're gonna see this card played in Infernoble. I think it's gonna see this card like tried in Dragon Link and here. I think the key to next format is finding how to make this card good. So yeah, that's the new Synchron bits. And then last ones is the you gonna say it, Sam?
Tistina.
Sistina. This is the TCG exclusive archetype. That is very confusing, and I haven't really understood the cards too.
I just read Karma Cannons.
Yeah, so I read
Yeah.
it as every card's like most of it is Karma Cannon, and
TCG exclusive
they
card.
just like they summon the big guy. Like that's
Does anyone want to read the cards? My voice is giving up.
I guess I'm awake enough. Wait. So Crystal Gods, Sistina. During your main phase, you can change as many monsters your opponent controls as possible to face down defense position. Then you can send all face-up cards your opponent controls to the graveyard. The one thing I do like about this is it's not just monsters.
Mhm.
So the forever issue of trying to outbirth has been resolved. But you never saw this. If this card's
to be
just
fair, I didn't know that. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what are you talking about? I was like, damn.
yeah.
that's
So
kinda
it outs a lot. It's not bad removal, especially as the way I looked at this deck. It's what's that archetype? The Scareclaw deck. How it's just like towers, and then you just summon like all the little ones underneath it, right?
Yeah.
That's how this deck reads. It's just another retrain of that, except it's all got Karma Cannon in the text as well.
Just a Karma Cannon. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I know like Karma Cannon's a TCG exclusive, right? So the OCG
Yeah.
is like, oh, that's kind of cool. What if we make a deck?
We can make a deck for them around it. Crazy. If this card's lowest possession is destroyed by opponent's card, Karma Cannon them again. I can't remember to read it all, but yeah, you just Karma Cannon them all again. So it's literally just the first effect is the second effect as well. If you go to the next one.
You have this guy, which is also Karma Cannon.
Yeah, then if you control Sistina, you special summon it from your hand, then you add a Sistina spell trap.
You have good just from reading that, by the way. Like it's special
I
on
agree,
itself, and it's
Yep.
one.
Especially as I think the lower ones, they need the light ones on board, whereas this one just needs just summons. Also like the card artwork, to be honest. To your opponent's turn, if you control the god, Karma Cannon them. With the same bonus text.
Quick effect Karma Cannon.
Quick effect
Good
Karma
effect,
Cannon.
Karma Cannon. Important distinction.
Yeah. So that's not bad. If you go for the orange one,
Oh.
do not forget. If it's in your hand or grave and you control a light one, which the first two are, special summon it, and then it makes all your Sistina monsters be able to attack directly whilst their monsters are Karma Cannoned.
That card sucks.
Yep. Then the other one, the exact same thing for the summoning condition. Then target Sistina or face on card your opponent controls, destroy it.
Okay.
Then add a Sistina card from those hands. That's not that bad, to be fair.
This one's decent. Like it allows you to like search for demigod, right? And then demigod can get you to the spawn trap.
Yeah.
Also, it's good that you can pop face down card you control, so you can like set like a dead spawn trap and just pop
Yep.
that.
Praying that these spell traps have got bonus text.
This feels good.
Divine Domain Sistina.
Wait, oh, so it has Tistina in the name. I didn't know it actually had.
Yeah.
Good.
During main phase, you send the Sistina from your deck to your graveyard. Then, if your opponent controls 3 or more face-up cards, you summon the god from deck. Then, bomb effect. If it's in the field spell zone and it's destroyed, you summon a Sistina from deck or graveyard. So this card's not bad. Like, I think the deck's probably the main struggle is just going to be like making sure you can get the god on board. So having a card that summons it from deck is decent.
This card's pretty cool because like if you just foolishing this one is already good, right? Because if you foolish this one and you have the other guy, you can like summon this and then this searches for another card.
Yeah.
And it looks good going second because the god's actually like kind of pressure going second because it books everything. But if you clear it, it also books everything.
I think I think the issue is how do you get rid of like say they summon 5 monsters in 5 monsters, they all get booked. How do you get rid of the booked monsters?
You attack directly.
Oh, you attack directly. Oh, it's all coming together now. The other spell, Breath of Sistina, you get another additional normal summon every main phase. Then target face a monster you control, or if you control a light Sistina, target face a monster from the field, Book of Moon it, then add a Sistina card from deck to hand.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Yeah, this isn't bad. Again, it's better if you start playing, but
Bro, Cash Tira hates this deck.
yeah. I think
they just made Book of Moon the deck.
Konami TCG really just decided that Cashtira was too broken, but they don't want to hit it enough.
So Tistina is the answer. Everyone just has to play Book of Moon. Shout outs to the Tistina against Ghost Trick matchup.
Please.
Crawler is eating good.
Oh
yes.
no.
You're gonna do Book of Moon back?
Yeah, if you don't know about the legendary day I lost to Crawler at regional, so we'll talk about that one day. That was a bad day. Signs of Sistina. After this by toxic face up monster on the field. Summon a light token. Also summon it as a light, sorry. So that means it's a Sistina light monster. Not bad. During your opponent's turn, when that target leaves the field, because you target a card on activation, destroy this card. Yeah, sad. During your opponent's turn, when this card leaves the field, destroy that target.
Oh, okay. So if you summon it and then you get rid of it, it's kind of like that. There's a weird trap, it like slow bounds both monsters, and then if one leaves, the other leaves.
Yeah, is that safe zone?
I don't know because some cards there might be the bad text.
Yeah. I think safe zone does something
Basically,
similar.
just a Destiny bond.
Yeah, there's a card
there
called Creator God's Line, which is a level 10 fusion that uses a level 10 Aqua with 0 attack. You can just link it off into the fusion. And it's 3k and it's like unaffected by card effects. So I think that I read that you can. Yeah, it's Creator God's Line. Someone can pull it up.
Wait, you just link off the trap into the fusion? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's God support. It's meant to be used with Metal Reflex Line. So you can use this for that card. And it's like it's unaffected and it does something else that's good.
Everything's lining up.
It's all coming together, lads.
It's all coming together. It's almost like there's card design.
No way, there's never card design.
I mean, this doesn't seem crazy good. Let's put it that way.
Wait, that's cool. Wait, so they made this support in like to pair with this Egyptian god slime card.
Yeah.
Enough.
Konami knew. Someone there like, damn, I'm so smart. This deck doesn't look playable, but it's first wave. The cards read better than the goatee, the fish cards.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not the goatee cards.
So I think that's a win. But this actually looks alright, you know? Like, this is only half of the playable card. There's a rescue ace bits, there's this bits, and there's the next bits we're covering in the next video. So keep an eye open to the channel for that after. But actually good quality cards in general. Like, I think there's enough potential.
I don't hate it.
I mean,
I like the Infernoble cards. The rest, and I guess Revolution. Is it
We could make a whole video on
Revolution
Revolution
Synchron.
Synchron.
Evolutions. I mean, the Chimera things were actually decent, you know? Like, they were better than I expected.
I'm happy
Off.
I saw the combo video because I could have
Yeah.
been caught with my pants down.
Now you know when they summon Baphomet, shit's getting real.
I'm happy I know Egyptian God Slime exists because I would be so annoyed not getting rid of this token for them to just slam it into this 3k boss.
Imagine you just get, bro, so you just get like a hit by it. It's a UK regional attack.
That is actually a UK regional tech. It's terrifying.
Like Rang Chu, you know? This guy from, I don't know,
Yeah.
Surrey. Egyptian Godlike.
This guy from Surrey, you bitch. But yeah, I'm excited for the Infernoble cards. I'm gonna actually go watch Pack's video now. Oh well, once we're done. So that shows a promise at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
It definitely
Thanks.
seems. Oh, yeah, go on.
I'm sorry, Sam, for cutting you off, but thanks for listening to us. Let us know what you think of the cards, if there's anything we missed, because again, it's our first time reading it, so we probably missed some interactions. Comment them down below, and keep an eye posted on the channel for the third part of this. And see you guys next time.